After the fall of Sauron, the Dark Lord, in the east, in Mordor, Aragorn now takes the rest of his Gondorian armies to subjugate the Easterlings, who still are not under his rule, to expand his realm, and to bring order to all men. What's up, guys, and welcome back. I'm PopeJohnPaul, and we're here with another Rise of Mordor battle for you today, and this is a glorious 3v3. We have 3 Gondorian armies taking on 3 Easterling armies here today, and yeah, it's kind of a scenario that kind of set up on the Discord, so if you want to get involved in the Discord and get involved in some battles, some scenarios, or the streams, then feel free to join. The link's down below in the description, as always. And yeah, this was a little scenario I kind of thought, well, having read some like the lore, like after the fall of Mordor and stuff, and Sauron going, the Eastlings and like the Haradrim didn't like just fall away. They didn't just like bend the knee to Aragorn. Aragorn had to go out and conquer some of these settlements and subjugate them himself. So this is kind of like one of those scenarios, one of those settlements that he has to go and conquer. So there is about 6,200 Eastlings in this settlement. We are playing on Dwatha here, which is obviously a pretty appropriate settlement for the Eastlings. It's in the desert. As we've got a nice second layer wall, which is chock full of low-career archers. I'll tell you this. This is going to be a nasty second layer to attack. But yeah, it is a pretty fun one to play, to watch and to play. So definitely stick around to see how this one goes down. Whether Gondor can actually subjugate the Eastlings, or whether the Eastlings will keep some sort of independence. You know, start sort of their own like empire, or I don't know. Like now Sauron's gone, they can just do their own thing if they can win against Gondor here today. But yeah, there's about 8,000 Gondorians to take on, about just over 6,000 low-key Rim and various other stuff. So it's going to be a fairly close one. I mean, Gondor does have the issue that low-key Macemen, for instance, are very good at killing Gondorian swords. And we've got Ringlow Vale dropping onto the wall first. They're going to be the first in what we've got over here, Gondorian swords. And we actually got some Varag warriors going up onto the wall. They want to trap these Gondorians on the wall, and that's not a bad idea, to be honest. There we go. Don't know why it's a little bit laggy there, but we're all sorted. But I guess they want to stop these guys on the wall, because they're probably thinking, let's get some archers firing. I mean, we've got low-career archers pretty close here, but not that close. Where? Yeah, they haven't actually got any archers nearby to like support that fight. So, I mean, shock infantry on a wall does do really well anyway, so they should do fine. Clan guards down here though, these guys won't do so well. I did set the rosters so to try and balance out as much as possible, instead of just allowing them to bring whatever they wanted. So it should allow like Gondor to have some strengths and the Eastlings to have some strengths. But yeah, these clan guards, for instance, not that great a unit. They kind of remind me of a Pavi spear unit, and because they have a really big shield and they got a pretty good missile block. But they've certainly been debuffed in recent updates, and I'm not really sure about that. This unit's kind of sucks a little bit because of that. But yeah, they should take a little while to kill anyway. Slow down the Gondorian advance. I mean, it's the Ringlow Vale anyway. They may kind of struggle to get through, but we have Gondor archers and Ithilien Rangers here actually. So some pretty good archers here. I mean, the Ithilien Rangers obviously really strong, but they are light bow infantry. So I mean, if they get shot by arrows, they're going down. So yeah, they're getting hit, and yeah, already. Oh god, we go way past them. But you can see already over here. Look at this unit. This is Varag warriors. I mean, they're down to 113 men. I mean, they have been on the wall as well. They decided to retreat, but they are getting actually shot all the way back there by, I think, by Ithilien Rangers. Or maybe not. I'm not sure. Actually, I think the intended target is these clan guards, but these guys were under fire for some bizarre reason. Gondor has now managed to get off the wall and is already prepared and ready to go in. So I mean, that's always a positive. I've also managed to land some towers over on this side, and I've got some Gondorian swords now coming off the wall, and I'm going to start my assault here to support my ally against the clan guards. Already it seems like Gondor is making some progress here. This is, I mean, good to see. Clan guards here doing the damage they can. We've got Cavalry here baiting steps, and that's going outside the wall, and I think it's seen these Ithilien Rangers right by the gate here. And I mean, the cavalry's way back for Gondor here, and it's just going to allow baiting the steps to come in and just cut these poor Ithilien Rangers down. So I mean, yeah, Ithilien Rangers already having issues probably with archers, and now they're getting chopped down by cavalry. But we have got some Gondorian swords coming in. They're going to try and slow this cavalry down. I mean, they didn't get a good charge off the cav, so this Gondorian sword should do pretty well out of this. And they should be able to cut down as many of these Easterlings as possible. Well, actually, they only managed to kill 2, but they are running back inside, I think, now because the cavalry is arriving for Gondor. It's a smart move. Get them back inside. Yeah, we've got Knights of the Silver Swan and Gondorian cav. Yeah, they would do a good job. But yeah, they are going to... I mean, they could have caught a few of them there. I don't know. They could have caught a few there. It's a strange one. But yeah, I mean, they got a few kills at the Urban Steps. I mean, it just kind of wakens up Gondor and just tells them, you need to protect your archers, otherwise I'm going to punish you. We have Clan Guard here. I thought we had Warlords of Room, but it's just the officer. It's just like a Warlord of Room. Yeah, these Clan Guards are battling off against Gondor here. Look at them, they're big shields, so you can barely see the man behind him. So, I mean, this guy is, like, properly armoured and protected from an archer volley. Like, these guys, you do not want to fire on this unit head on. You want to fire on it in the flank or in the rear, because this unit, otherwise, is just going to just, like, soak up all that ammo. But yeah, as you can see, a lot of Gondorians now landing over here as well. Unfortunately, one of the Gondorian players did forget that capturing towers is a terrible idea, and he lost a lot of men. But yeah, apart from that, he's done okay. I mean, I thought looked like the wall was coming down there, but it's not. We do have an honor jet and a trebuchet here, so it looks like the trebuchet has been is busy knocking down holes in the wall over here. I mean, it opens up more choke points. It's not a bad idea, you know, on this map. It's a one choke point, like one way in choke point, but if you open up these corners, it gives you more choke points. And I think he's doing the same thing on the other side. Yeah, I mean, it also does hit some of these low-curing archers, but that's not really the intended target. I mean, it'd be nice to take them out, but opening up more choke points is always handy for a late game tactic. Sadly over here, Clan Guards did get broken, as did the Ringlow Vale, and did these Ringlow Vale here. It seems like the low-curing macemen are just too much for these guys. I mean, I'm not surprised. Ringlow Vale is certainly going to struggle. If Gondor swords struggle against low-curing, Ringlow Vale probably had no chance, really. So Gondor's going to have to send up more troops, setting up some more elite troops. I mean, I say elite, these guys are not that elite. Gondor swords, they're just basic troops. They're kind of what the standard, but they're also the most elite swords you can bring as Gondor. But here we go, Gondor still battling over here as well. This is kind of my only front at the moment. I was kind of surprised when I looked over here and I saw like nothing. Nothing by the walls. I was like instantly going to be in range of all these arch positions upon this wall if I go into combat. But yeah, so I was trying to take it slightly slowly, but maybe should have been a bit quicker. I don't know. But sadly over here, I'm about to realize in a moment, I go and capture this tower, and my Pelagian Marines, I mean, they're already getting shot up anyway by the arch tower, which is brilliant. These Pelagian Marines, for some bizarre reason, decide to go round this way instead of just going on the wall like their brothers did here. So I don't know why they decided to do this, but I'm about to lose a load of Pelagian Marines, I think, when I captured this tower, which is just so painful. Yep, it's about to collapse now. And I lose so many Pelagian Marines. I lost like half that unit. It was so depressing when I saw what happened. I was like, oh god, you idiots. So yeah, thanks archers. Could have at least let the Pelagian Marines get out of there. But I have now been shooting this Varag warrior here like to pieces. It's now down to 60 men. That unit's basically finished. So my Gondor archers did a good job there. I need to support my ally though, who is now starting his assault over here. Gondor swords going against the low-curing. Like we've already said, low-curing kind of munch up Gondor swords. So they're going to need support from archers in every combat, really. And they come up against low-curing macemen, really. Yeah, and also this Varag warrior that's been focused down so much by the attackers in this game is now actually flanking the swords. It's not really doing much damage, but it's like, you know what? If we're going to die, at least let's go out die fighting instead of getting shot in the back or shot in the side. And they actually do give up, and I think they did actually waver. They might be going to support over there. But you can see, like, look at this, Gondor swords. I don't even think they're getting, maybe, well, yeah, these Easterling Rangers you can see here getting absolutely focused down, which is a real shame. Yeah, Gondor swords losing, and they have the support of the archers. Let's go up to the wall. Gondor archers now coming up with no ammo. I was beating clan guards here, but I'm not anymore. Same over here, like, my Gondor swords is going to go flying in against his Loki-Urim. But it doesn't really achieve much, because Loki-Urim are probably going to beat the Gondor swords, unless I can get, like, a flank them, or get some shots into the side of them. Or throw javelins at them first, which, in fairness, I have got skirmishers for that job. I don't know where my skirmishers have got to. They're over here. They're getting focused down a little bit. And Pelican Marines are very vulnerable to arch fire. Like they're only medium skirmishers. They're really soft, really easy to shoot to pieces. You already lost quite a few. And oh, that was a really good hit there. I mean, I wouldn't recommend usually shooting at shield walls, but that was a very good hit on a shield wall. But I haven't actually retreated my Pelican Marines because, like, nah, I don't want to send them up. They're just getting shot to pieces. So I'm sending Gondor swords here. But again, over on this side, look at this. Gondor swords. Oh no, this is Ringlet Vale has gone in. Ringlet Vale gone in. And shock infantry in to support my, like, the attack. Which is unfortunate. So, like, well, actually the defense, sorry. What was I saying the attack? Easterlings are defending. Loki-Urim Macemen and shock infantry. Yeah, I've got no chance getting through this. And I have got some Penethkillian spears and I can bit of support. And their bright green uniforms. I can't wait till the thief units are redone, which is one of the things that Rise of Mordor have said they're going to do, is they are adding a new thief unit and they are re-skinning all of the units, so they will look amazing. Yeah, there you go. I mean, at least they're going to charge into the spears now. I mean, shock infantry will probably munch these guys up, but we will see. Yeah, you can see cutting these boys down. But there you go, and I think the enemies, yeah, so look at that, they finally took out the other corner as well over here. So this trebuchet has opened up a couple of choke points. Not really done any damage to these archers, unfortunately, which is a shame. You can see over here, this Gondor army is having a real rough time. Swords on the wall, kind of getting stuck up on the wall there. They're going to be shot by archers. Also down here, Thillian Rangers and Gondor swords battling against shock infantry. Wards of Rune. I mean, they are getting shot as well by Gondor swords, but they're going to get rinsed. These guys, you can see already wavering. And I think they are all broken now. Yeah, that's a real shame. So that shock infantry now is going to be able to go into the back, take out these archers, do whatever it likes, really. Loki-Urim Macemen came in and basically changed this battle here. I was winning this battle, I was going to break through, and now I cannot. My archers here are firing some volleys as well into the flank, trying to do as much damage as possible. Evening up this fight here, making both sides lose. If I'm going to lose, Eastlings are losing too. But yeah, we finally break the shock infantry. We're surprisingly getting broken by Penethkillian spears. But waiting for us is a line of, look at this. Loki-Urim shield wall. Looks beautiful. It really does. I love, like, the shield wall formation they have going on. Probably one of the best looking shield walls around. But that is amazing. And yeah, I mean, the spears aren't going to break through this. They're going to have to rely on the swords to charge them. But yeah, look at this standoff. A standoff of the ages. Loki-Urim. Oh, here comes the shock infantry again. Yeah, the shock infantry's like, you've forgotten about us? We're back. There's only a few of us, but we'll cut a few more of you spears down. They actually are as well. They've got a decent charge there. Cut a few of these Penethkillian spears down. What is there? 16 of them. They're taking on 100 guys. But we have got some swords now coming up. I'm going to try and break through. Hopefully, with the Macemen and shield wall, that might give us a bit of an advantage, because they're not going to be doing so many offensive moves. And look at this. My Pelican Marines got focused down. I had them set up in this little corner here, and they were getting flanking shots. when they were when the Easterlings were being aggressive. But of course, they got focused down, I think, by archers up there. Yeah, you can see, look at these Varag bowmen and these Locurum archers. I think have focused this poor Pelargir Marine down. That's unfortunate. I was really banking on them doing some work. But yeah, you can see here, actually, these things are retreating. Don't know why. I mean, I guess they just didn't want to take on another wave of Gondor swords. Or maybe they were thinking, get some flanking shots with their archers, which they can now do. But it also does allow me to flank units around, like, because they haven't really blocked up this spot, so I can flank around the unit and I can get into all these choke points. My other Pelargir Marine, which already was battered anyway from the tower, is now getting chased down by spears as he was trying to set up. And these clan guards like, yes, finally something that we can fight and kill. Finally, we're not the underdogs in a fight. But yeah, there you go. I mean, it seems like they're more shock infantry here. They're going to rip through these Gondor archers. Luckily, have no ammo, so their purpose is kind of over anyway. But it's not looking too great. Like army losses and stuff like that. We have killed about 1,100, and we've lost about nearly, getting on for nearly 3,000. It's about 2.5 at the moment. Obviously, the attackers, the defenders, sorry, have used a lot of ammo to obviously whittle our numbers down to about even. But it is not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. Walls of Ruin going to cut down these archers. I mean, we do have cavalry available and other stuff which can change the battle. And we still have pole arms and the fountain guard, the elite pikes to come in yet. We still have a lot of them, and we have artillery. So I mean, we still got a few tricks up our sleeve. What we can do, but yeah, you can see the fountain guard here. These boys are ready to go. They're wanting to get in there and do some pokey stuff with their pikes. And we've got my generals in here. I think I was debating sending them in pretty soon. Shock infantry's going in. Axemen and Losnock, not the greatest shock infantry in the world, but hopefully might be enough to break through these Loki and Macemen here. But as you can see, as soon as they come in, they get focused down by the second wall defense of Dwath here. It's just a brutal point. And there we go. I mean, didn't go the Axemen and Losnock. They should do okay, but look at this. They're already starting to get pretty focused down. You can see the arrows coming in. Any, like, shock infantry that gets in here is getting just vaporized. They're already losing decisively. I mean, they got a good charge against the Macemen, but it's just the arrows are just too much. They're not going to hold. And the Gondor Sword's gone back in, but even they aren't going to be able to contribute. They break. Now Axemen and Losnock alone. I've got to try and take on these Loki Rim. Cut them down, boys. No, and look, just like that's what were they in for? Like a matter of 2 minutes, these guys got focused down, murdered, ripping pieces of them. And now I was like, right, this is it. My general's coming in. I'm gonna do some damage to the general. He is actually getting shot already. Like the range. Actually, it's not that great a range. It's like they are pretty close to the walls, in fairness. But my general's now in, and I was like, you know what? There's loads of cavalry opportunities over here. There's like wards of Rune open to charge. Macemen. There's Clan Guard we could probably get to. I mean, I can flank all the way around here if I wanted to, but I've decided to take the safe route because, well, all the archers that there are around here. I mean, there's still like artillery with decent ammo. There's a archer unit here with full ammo. Which is the real concerning thing, is that they have so many archers left with ammo. That was what I was really concerned about, especially as we go towards late game. I've got some more shock infantry here. It's done pretty decent. They've actually survived being shot to pieces. Gondor Swords here getting pinned against the wall by Macemen. It's kind of, not Macemen, by Clan Guards. Kind of a surprise. And we got Varag Warriors coming up. But yeah, my general's now going to go flying on into the side of these Macemen. Even up this fight. Not a bad charge. I mean, there's a little flanking charge. Yeah, already starts to reduce this unit. That's what we want to see. And yeah, Warriors of Losnock, they could do with support. It seems they're struggling against Macemen. Everyone struggles against Loki or Macemen. Shows the power of them. They're actually a really strong unit. Some people were really complaining about them at one point, saying for like the cost. I remember at one point people were saying like for the cost, they're not that great. But I mean, they're like Easterlings are just a perfect anti-Gondor faction to bring. Like Gondor's a good faction. It's a good overall faction. It's got good archers, good swords, good spears. got good pikes. It's a really good overall like faction. You're going to do pretty well. But Easterlings, certainly those macemen, they counter them well. But yeah, and you can see here the shock infantry ripping through the swords. Don't know what my general was doing at this point now. Oh yeah, I sent my general over here to. I'm not entirely sure. I think he'd gone to rear charge some units over here, and then we had Varag Lancers coming up to try and catch him out. And these Varag Lancers kind of get themselves stuck now between infantry and a hard place here. Infantry and shock infantry. I mean, it's a good fight for me now because he's this Cav's obviously going to have a rough time. The longer it's in combat, the worse it is. It's Spear Cav. It relies on a good charge, not being a melee. Oh, I should have known if it's Spear Cav. It is actually, yeah. The shock infantry's those kind of struggling as well, but that's just because they're Axemen and Losnark and they suck. My general has taken a bit of a beating, but he's still okay, thankfully. We've got more Cav here. Gondor Cav coming around. Don't know where they were going. But we now have all sorts in here. We have what we have in Knights, the Silver Swan. We have more swords. So yeah, a lot of stuff going in. I mean, Knights of the Silver Swan kind of went flying on in there. Not a bad charge, but also to just charge my Ringlow Vale when at arms. Which surprisingly are still alive. I'm surprised these guys didn't get sent in earlier. It wasn't a bad charge, but I mean, you can see here, these things are starting to bleed. They are running out of troops. I mean, I say that and another fresh Maceman comes up. Numbers are looking pretty close now. It's 3,900 versus 41, but we are starting to turn around. We're winning some combats in some areas. See over here, Loki and Maceman getting chopped down. These Lancers are getting chopped down. They've still got the Bane in the Steps. They've still got Wards of Rune, though. So that is a problem. You can see here, look at this. Varag Archers still manages to stay on the wall, and they are focusing these Coast Guard down as much as possible. Doing a really, really good job there. The swords on the wall here, still battling on it. I did not imagine at this point we were still going to be fighting for the walls, but here we are, still fighting for the walls. Chopping these boys down. Slowly. Gondor is, I mean, it's a fresh Gondor sword that's gone up. What's gone up over on this side? Citadel Guard's already been committed. Wow. I mean, there's a long time left in this siege, and Citadel Guard's all being committed is a bad, bad sign. I mean, they're not going to do that great on a wall anyway, because they're a spear unit. Spears just kind of struggle on walls, even if they're elite ones like these Citadel Guards. But yeah, they're gonna struggle. And the Macemen, I mean, they love a good heavily armored Gondorian, so I'm sure they'll be fine. We're down at 97, and the tower's also supporting. I mean, if they could have taken this gate, Gondor, that would have been huge. They could have piled in their troops, but they've not really had much such luck. Over on this side, the push here is still not gone anywhere. Just a pile of bodies. How the Penethgillian Spears are still alive, I have no idea. If it's the same one, it may be a different one. There are a lot. No, I think it might be the same one, to be honest. They're fighting on desperately against Easterling Loki Rim. And more Loki Rim coming up. This is Gondor swords here. They're going to be struggling. Yep, they're struggling against the shock infantry. Varag warriors are really, really good shock infantry for the price as well. Really good shock infantry. Just under 1,000, and you can get several hundred kills with this unit. And it's certainly better than the shock infantry that Gondor's just thrown in. I mean, it is a very weak one anyway. And it just break. As I say that, you know what? Maybe it's commentator's curse. They just they go break when I just say things. Warriors of Losnark getting shot. I don't know where they've been shot up. Have they been shot up from all the way back here? Yeah, they have. Wow. They lost so many men. That's such a waste. That's like 70 guys dead before they even got to combat. And also the HP is going to be down because of that. Like, they're not going to be able to be so great. My general has now gone flying into combat over on this side. And this is really, really bad because I don't really have much of an army left. But I don't want things like my Founding Guard and my, I guess just really my Founding Guard to have low morale going into the final push. And you can see, who's firing artillery? This is artillery piece of hit there. I think that was friendly artillery trying to shoot into this combat. I was like, what is going on? Stop shooting my general. But we are starting to turn this fight around. but they are also shooting me with their archers, so that was what I'm most concerned about. And the shock infantry arriving. There's a whole host of swan knights in here. And you can see we've got polearms, spears, all sorts coming around. It seems like this Gondorian army over here is kind of giving up. And they were the ones that, I'm not saying they cost us the battle, but a lot of their army has died and not made much ground. It's been an interesting one. Certainly on mine and the my other like Gondorian ally, we didn't obviously have to like defend at the walls, but certainly could have done with like some more. It would be nice if we didn't have to like obviously. I don't actually know what I'm trying to say. You know what? Screw it. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Basically, this army over here has had a really tough time, and it's kind of cost us not the battle. But it's cost us a lot of men. It certainly cost us our advantage. We now don't have it. It's 400-man disadvantage. You can see here the cavalry fight was won by us, and now we got some Knights of Silver Swan that I was just demanding. I was like, please, just push through all these units. Well, not push through, but knock them down. Run into the next one. They kind of did it here, but the charge wasn't that great. They didn't knock all of the unit down. They're going to carry on. But I don't think it's going to matter anyway. Yeah, they're getting trapped here, so they're going to chop down this unit. It's got no ammo, so Easterlings don't care. They're going to get all their archers back with ammo. And they're going to hide them behind the halberdiers. And they still have artillery. These halberdiers, they aren't that great. Their armor's not great, and their... well, that's kind of it. And they also kind of suck in combat against the polearms. I mean, so did Prince's Coast Guard, though, so it could be a battle of who has the worst polearms. But these guys, they do look cute. They do look good, though. So I just nearly say that, like, sound like I'm saying Gouda or something, but there you go. There's still fighting on the walls, by the way. Eastlings have not given up these walls. I mean, they don't have a choice. These guys are stuck on the walls. They are here for the long term. But yeah, these Locrian Macemen, they don't give up. They fight on a long time. Well, they can do anyway. So in this battle, anyway, they seem to. They don't do it for me. Put it like that. But we have finally taken this slope here, but at what cost? Like, there is like nothing left of this attacking force, and they're getting absolutely pulverized now by archers. And unfortunately, even though we opened up loads of choke points, they still have enough men to defend them. They have more clan guards ready to defend this choke point, and same on the other side. So that's a shame. But we're kind of thinning them out. It's only a 500-man difference. If we can get a general kill, like a general snipe. Or, I don't know, kill some polearms, that'd be really good. But yeah, this was really, really worrying. I, like, charged in with, like, a load of cav to take out this this shock infantry. And then my general got left on his own to try and take him out, and he got chopped down. I was like, okay, no one told me that we were all pulling out of that combat. I was like, I thought we were all going to just charge in and just let it die, and just kill that shock infantry, but no. Yeah, like, this Swan Knight pulled out, the other cavalry pulled out. I was like, oh, great. No one told me we were pulling out, and I got cut down. But yeah, as you can see over here, and now I think we're trying to take the gate. I'm not really sure exactly. No, they're just gonna go in and just go for the archers. Fair enough. I mean, these archers. Yeah, I mean, great to kill them, but it's. I guess it's not really gonna matter. I mean, I guess we get the numbers down for them, but it doesn't really matter. And as you can see here, we got a cavalry sally out. This cavalry unit was kept. I'll show you in a moment where it was kept, but it's going to about to just charged by Gondor archers. My last one with ammo. And I was like, no! This is going to be needed. I need this ammo for the halberds that are to come. But yeah, these Varag Lancers desperately doing the bit, and I was like, please, there's like a Knight of Silver Swan here. Just break this unit quickly and rush over and save my archers. He didn't get the greatest of charges, but I am losing decisively. But yeah, this cavalry was hidden all the way back here, and like this alley back here. And was hidden from our line of sight, and it came all the way around past this gate, and it then came and charged in. So it was a really nice move there by Eastlings, keeping some cavalry in reserve. I had kind of forgotten, even though I'd made the rosters, how much cav they had. But yes, I hope you guys are enjoying this battle. If you are, do remember to leave a like, subscribe from around here, and a comment to show your support. And make sure you hit that notification bell as well, so you know when the next Rise of Mordor battle is out as well. I mean, they are often out quite regularly, but if you get that notification, you can make sure that you're the first to be watching it. You can write your little comment saying first, as so many people love to do. But yes, finally, Knights of the Silver Swan have arrived. There's only 15 of them, It's not going to be enough. But my archers technically can run out of this combat now, and I think I'm going to yeah, I go like, quickly boys, get out. There are some swords on the way as well. Hopefully if this Knights of Silver Swan can survive, that should do okay. We have a more healthy Knights of Silver Swan over here as well that's now coming over. I mean, they're just going to recharge these Variags first. It's not a bad idea. Kill them while you're here. Yeah, I'll get them focused down though by archers. Like, any like worthwhile unit was just getting murdered. It's down to 38 guys.
The men are losing faith.
And it's still getting shot. It's down to 37. I was desperately trying to get these archers out of here. I was like, get them on a wall. They'll be safe. Yeah, the cavalry now battling in down there. I don't think anything else. The wall fights are still going on, but that is kind of it. So yeah, this was kind of like the major point of the moment. Was just this fight. This small fight down here. We're like, save archers and just anything else. Cav at this point's not quite fully useless, but in fairness, it's not that major if we lose it. Like, we're on to the final defense now, and I mean, it's a stacked defense in fairness. Maybe we are going to need Cav. We're going to need every man we can get, but they have plenty defending every choke point right now. It is going to be tough. I mean, it is slightly not in our favor now. It's 300 man difference. But hopefully we can turn it around. I mean, we've still got things like Fountain Guard, which are really elite, but obviously they have so many archers. This is a real problem for us. The archers, and they have supply barrels, which I think this one's currently supplying, resupplying over here. See, the Cav's actually losing, and my ally was wondering why he was losing this fight, and mainly I think just because of the archers. Archers were just focusing this Cav down, made it really weak. You can see, yeah, arrow fire coming in, doing a lot of damage. That's why he lost that fight. So yeah, well played there by the Easterlings. They managed to get out of that one, and now they're going to retreat. Smart idea. Well, maybe. I don't know. They could have probably taken out those 2 Gondor swords. My archers, I foolishly decided to just did not put on a wall. Why did I not put them on a wall? I should have put them on the wall back there, and they'd have been okay. The rest of this Gondorian army needs to get inside. Needs to start moving because, well, there's not a lot on this side, and it's very slow response time now because all these troops are outside. I mean, they still got some handy stuff. They still have Pelagian Marines, which is great because they'll be good against pole arms. He still has Fountain Guard and also Prince's Coast Guard. He's got archers and he's got a general, which is, I mean, so he's got some good stuff. They're still fighting on this wall. These low-Q macemen, built different, I'm telling you. Built different. I want to know how many Gondor swords they've cut down. And the answer's too many. You can see here I'm desperately trying to get my archers out of it. I was like, no, please, boys, leave them alone. Yeah, the low-Q archers down here, cutting down what Gondorians archers they can. And I was like, I just want the ammo, please. Let me just use the ammo. So I was like, well, I'm going to have to go back into combat, otherwise I'm going to lose more men doing it. And yeah, I was like, please, just get the rest of your army in Gondor. Who's this? More Gondor Cav. I think this is our final Cav unit, actually. Just some I mean, technically bar my general with 7 men, but he's going to probably just break at the sheer sight of one Easterling unit. And you can see here we've just got all sorts coming in. Variglans is still winning that fight, mainly because they have their numbers. But we've got spears coming in, we've got archers. But yeah, what's wavering? Oh, it is these guys. No. My Gondorian archers were wavering. They have steadied now, though. They're shaken but not stirred. They have ammo. I mean, that's the real thing. I just needed them for the ammo. And then here we go. Pelagian Marines arriving. They do not want to throw any of their javelins, though. They're pretty decent in combat. They should do okay. Certainly against archers. They do not want to waste a single volley on these archers. These guys are dead. And they've gone into combat anyway. As long as they don't break and die, and that's the main thing. We need every man we can get. They didn't even break the archer. They just decided to come out of that. Oh, they're going to put the pikes instead. I mean, it's a bit overkill, but fair enough. Get the pikes some kills, warm them up, ready for the battle. And yeah, I was finally this Cav. I mean, actually, we lost the Cav fight there again. So I was like, Gondor, just get your cav up here. Just put it in the... Oh, get your spears up here. Get it up here. And then nothing else can come down this slope. For like... I was like, for the love of God, I just need to. And then we got Belgian Marines finally throwing javies into these Varag lances here. I mean, they should do really well. Javies are just the perfect counter to cav. And yeah, I mean, they've murdered that cavalry unit now. I mean, just charge in now. Like this one as well just needs to turn around and charge. They don't want the Varag lancers to cut down Pelagian Marines. There you go. Those Marines will silence them. So that's good. And then the archers did get killed off. And my archers did just about survive. There were 61 of them left with ammo. And now finally the pass is finally just shut off. There's no way anything else is coming down this way. But that's fine because it seems like the Easterlings were quite well set up. And they've got clan guards here ready to go. They've got archers behind. These boys are set up. And they're like, well, that's fine. Nothing's coming up the slope. Gondor was like, well, nothing's coming down the slope now. So, yeah, I mean, you can see here archers firing as well. They're just shooting. I think they're shooting Marines. They've already had experience of gunning them down. And my pikes here as well there. Or they've been getting shot by all sorts of things as well. Towers. And so they're actually getting already beaten up. And I've got lancers. I've got I've got Citadel Guards in here. I don't know where I got lancers from. I think it's because I've been talking about the Variags too much. These Variag footmen, they're pretty good. I think that's, yeah, they're Variag bowmen, in fact, not footmen. But they're good.
The men are losing faith.
They're good in combat. They've got a sword, so they've also got pretty good missile block. These macemen still fighting on the wall here. This one's still combat even, by the way. They have somehow not won this fight. Citadel Guard. I mean, that Citadel Guard got cut down, by the way. This one that was like, really close to the tower, murdered. Such a waste. You can see all the dead bodies there of them. The other one, though, is actually winning its fight. Somehow. How it's winning that fight, I don't know. Mazemen are just too good. But at this point, I kind of got a little bit pessimistic. I was like, it's kind of over, boys. Look at their ammo. Look what we have left. Mainly pole arms and pikes. And weakened sword units. And archers with no ammo. So, it is probably not going to happen. Especially when they have Loki and Macemen fresh. They have fresh spears, fresh halberds, shock infantry. Even have some cav. That's looking fresh as well. So, I mean, they have kind of got all the assets at this point. And you can see Gondor is now going up. Gondor is going to try and bait the archers to shoot his archers with no ammo. It's either that or they just allow him to attack his clan guards. And they allow him to attack the clan guards is the answer. So, yeah. I mean, Gondor, I don't think Gondor's got any hope of breaking through this. But there you go. I mean, who's capturing towers at this point of the game? Oh, they finally captured the gate. I guess it's a small thing, a small win. There's nothing to come in, but I guess it stops the Fountain Guard from getting shot by the towers. I mean, they should be. The Fountain Guards will beat all these halberdiers easily. It's just the archers and the towers on the wall, like on the walls, that are going to be the problem. And they do have a lot of halberdiers left. They have 4. I don't think we've actually killed a single one yet. Here you go, going in and fully firing it now. They're firing at, well, I guess they're firing at this Gondor sword that's got 67 men. It's fairly healthy, but there's no real, like, major target in there that I'd be saying, yeah, take that out. There you go, they're going to fight on hard in there for a while. I mean, they're not going anywhere. Those clan guards will hold them up for ages. And you can see here, look at this. Prince's Coast Guard murdered. This is murder. I don't know why they're cheering. They're cheering as their men, as their brothers get cut down. Yeah, now hold your heads in shame, you fools. Getting murdered. Yeah, that unit's just gone. So if the Coast Guard are going to go down like that, I do not want to know what the Fountain Guard are going to die like. And you can see Gondor's like, you know, I'm having none of that. I am not going up that slope with my Fountain Guard. And he starts to send his Fountain Guard all the way around over here, which is okay, but it kind of means there's little to no distraction over here. And these things kind of push forward here. They kind of push forward without their without breaking these archers and stuff like that. And this is actually costing the Clan Guards a lot of men. I thought this was because the Citadel Guard were just so much better than the Clan Guard, but no, it's because the Clan Guard pulled through. They hadn't actually beaten the archers and stuff, so the archers just kind of cut them down. But either way, I think the Citadel Guard would cut these Clan Guards down, especially with the Clan Guards attacking. They have like no melee attack. They are starting to waver anyway, these archers. They've got popped with the rally, but it won't be enough to keep them going. Finally, they're actually going to beat these guys in the wall. I mean, it's taken them the best part of probably half an hour, I think, to beat those guys on the wall, but they've done it. I've now got my artillery trying to fire at something. I don't even know what I'm firing at. I think I'm firing, yeah, trying to hit these halberdiers over here. Do kind of miss.
Our allies are running.
But yeah, I think I was trying to hit those halberdiers with an angle without getting shot from the walls, but that may not happen anyway. What have we got coming up here? We've got just some swords, I guess. Yeah, I was testing to see what the archers were going to save their ammo for. So I was like, send up some swords first, let them engage, see whether they'll shoot them. And then obviously I knew they were going to wait for the Fountain Guard and for the Prince's Coast Guard, but I was like, just see what they'll allow to go up first. Test the water. I mean, they're also probably going to shoot these Pelagian Marines. They're easy to kill with archers. So, yeah, they're probably going to get murdered. I mean, they have enough ammo as well, and they have the supply barrels. Varric Bowman with full ammo. That's just waiting to do some damage. But here we go. Gondor assaults the final defense. And you see the balance power is shifting in favor of these things. They are probably going to win this fight now. But Gondor's got to do what it can. I mean, they cannot disappoint their king, Aragorn. As you can see, they have plenty of archers now mounting onto the walls. Just as the Coast Guard come up, I'm sure they're going to open fire very, very shortly onto these Coast Guard. I mean, we saw what happened the first time. Yep, here they go. Oh no, they're firing at the... Yeah, fair enough. Fire at the Fountain Guard. These guys slowly coming up. I should have got these guys out of formation, got them to run. Because they are getting... Oh, and they're now standing there, just keep standing there. No, keep them going, boys. Keep going. Oh, I must have at this point just been like... looking at something else. But yeah, this is not good. Keep these Fountain Guard going. They are losing far too many men. That's cost them a lot. I mean, it's not the end of the world, I guess you could argue, because oh my gosh, artillery even coming in. The Fountain Guard are moving up again, but they're not gonna make it. But they are, I mean, drawing a lot of fire away from other units. Like these Pelagian Marines, these Coast Guard got through almost untouched. Oh, that's a really good hit there, though, by the artillery. That's just gone slamming into all these Pelagian Marines here. We didn't see it land, but you can see what the damage that it did. Not many of those Pelagian Marines getting up. Yeah, this Fountain Guard's getting focused down to the last man. I wasn't so keen to send up the next one, but this one I sent up without its pikes, and I was going to see where we can get up. It's exhausted, that's the only thing. Really, I should have waited to freshen up, and then it should have been able to dash up this slope without any problems. But you can see they've used all of their ammo. Well, this Varric Warrior, we already like... Oh no, where is it? Oh, maybe they moved it. But these archers here on the wall use up so much of their ammo. They were on almost full ammo. They've used a lot of it up. Yeah, here you go, Varric Bowman. moved along. They're now focusing down these Coast Guard and the Pelagian Marines. We have no choice. We have to just run the gauntlet. I mean, we have archers here that are now trying to support, but it's just there's no chance that we were going to get through with what we had left against what we were facing. It's like a chess match, and sometimes you know when you beat them. So I was like, well, we'll go in and we'll go and just do what we can, but we're not going to break through. The battle is unfortunately lost. It was, unfortunately. Duathy is a really tough map to attack. I think I've won on it once or twice. I don't really like to attack on it. I do enjoy defending because you get the second wall. But yeah, it's a tough old map. And obviously just playing all Gondor against all Easterlings is a tough one. Because Easterlings obviously are a really good counter to Gondor. Allied General dead. Yeah, that's the Citadel Guard over here. I think the battle started to change hands when the Halberdiers came down. They actually did their influence. They were beating those Clan Guards pretty well by the looks of it. But as you can see here, as the camera just flies all over the place, starts to retreat infantry, trying to get these Marines in action, but they just charged them, which is a smart thing to do. Didn't wait around to see whether the Marines were going to do anything else. I mean, the Marines have still got their jabbies in their hand. Like, they are still throwing them at point blank range. Like, that guy just got a jabby in the face. So, I mean, it's doing damage, but they are not going to be able to hold these Pelagian Marines. They steadied. Nope, they're shaken. Shaken and very stirred.
Advantage has been lost.
Cut them down. Go on, Marines, cut them down. No.
Our ally has been routed.
And there you go. That is basically everyone routed at this point, unfortunately. Everyone charged up the hill. I mean, my vanguard didn't even make it to the front lines. And there you go. A valiant defeat for Gondor. Aragorn's expedition to the east has failed. And it seems like the Eastlings are going to be able to, like, continue to keep their independence now that Sauron is gone. But yeah, so this was a really, really fun little siege that we did. I quite enjoyed it. It's nice to do a different map. Duathy has not really played a lot. And yeah, it was really, really fun. But yeah, I was playing as one of the Gondorian armies. We'll look at my army first, I guess. We did outnumber them. Like, every army outnumbered them because obviously they had the second wall. So I knew they were going to obviously take advantage of it. So I kind of had to knock them down a few units. But yeah, I was playing as one of the Gondor armies. My army gets like no kills, really. I mean, 78. There's Knights Silver Sword's okay. 98 for my Gondor Swords. 106 for my Warriors Losnark. One of the highest of my kills. 102 kills for my Gondor Archers here. My Pikes getting barely any kills like between them. I mean, well, one got 0. And then we've got 149 with Gondor Archers here. But yeah, nothing impressive. Mythic, who was the one that like attacked initially for Gondor. He lost a lot of men and did not really seem to make much of a dent, which is why we kind of lost our advantage. But it's not really on him. There were other factors as well. But yeah, a rough start. Look at these like infantry here. I mean, one got 172, which is good. That's good. And 117, he got some decent kills. But yeah, a lot of infantry had a rough start. I mean, Ringler Vale is obviously a poorer unit, but for balancing, if we were going to have so many units, we had to have some weak ones as well. 127 kills for the Citadel Guard is not bad, and they were healthy still. I mean, they just broke because of army losses. But yeah, like a lot of other stuff, not doing so great. Athenian Rangers, a good unit, a really good light unit, but they are obviously very vulnerable to archer fire. 100 kills for his Silver Swan Knights and 122 for his Gondor Cavs, not too bad. 90 for his Gondor Archers. Then we have Adams, who's playing as Gondor. I mean, he was joining me, and he had on like the front wall, and he had just a hard time as like me, probably even maybe a harder looking at his infantry. 94, his shock infantry not doing so great. His spears, yeah, nothing too amazing. His pikes, yeah, and polearms, not that many kills. 136 for his archers, 112 for his Sicilian Rangers, 192 for his Knights of Silver Swan. Might be one of the highest kills for any Gondor unit in this game. Then we have Karpov, who was playing as one of the Eastling armies. 201 kills for Loki Amazement. Instantly, just vastly better. 372 for his Wards of Ruin here. 246 for Loki Archers. 280 for these Varric Bowmen. Really well done, Karpov. Very, very good kills. I don't know, playing as one of the other Eastling armies. 199 here with his Loki Archers. 228 with another. 164 with his Varric Warriors. 168 with his Macemen. His General getting 151 kills as well. Really, really well done. Then we have Goldie, who's playing as the final Eastling army. 254 with his Loki and Maceman. His shot getting 131. His halberdiers getting 120, and his archers 410 kills. Really well done here. Yeah, really good defense by the Eastlings. So yeah, I mean, if you ever want to, if you're facing innumerable odds and you think you're going to be overwhelmed by an enemy, play on Duathir. Duathir is a good defensive map. That's my little that's my little tip for today. But if you enjoyed, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support as well. Feel free to join the Discord as well to get involved in some Rise of Mordor action. And until next time, Legionnaires, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.